This is how I disinfect my groceries, specifically when using a delivery service, and hopefully this is helpful as I've seen a little bit less information or demonstrations on people doing it, so this is my contribution to that sphere of knowledge. And again, this is just a demonstration because I'm trying to keep my supplies since these are already things that I had before all of this started. Everything's not exactly how I've done it in the past, but hopefully there are some helpful tips and less chance of catching anything from these surfaces, as I know there's been a little bit of debate on how long it lasts on different surfaces. So we'll just keep all of that in mind. Of course, wash your hands. I'm also going to disinfect the surfaces that I'm going to need to be touching and opening, having them open and ready to put the groceries up. I also clean the surfaces that will receive the groceries with Lysol wipes, whatever you have, hand sanitizer, watered down bleach, whatever you know is an approved CDC disinfectant. Usually I would have on one of my surgical masks that I already had, just in case there's any particles in the air, along with something to cover my eyes, and I usually have on long sleeves and pants and shoes, but this is just the video and it's 85 degrees for demonstration only. And it wouldn't be a Starla video without a tour. When I bring the groceries inside, I have the counter separated into two sections. They have been previously disinfected. One side will be where the clean groceries go, the other side where they have not been. And I'm going to wipe down everything, including the frozen sections and all of the non-porous surfaces. Things that you may be a little afraid to disinfect. If possible, hopefully you can just put them away for 3 to 5 days and not touch them in a designated area, and by then anything that was on it should be gone. Same thing with the bags. I'm not about to disinfect plastic bags, so I just put them all in one area and don't touch them for a really long time. I'm also making sure to keep my hands as clean as possible between disinfecting all of the products. The first time I did this, I did have on gloves, but I realized that's a lot of cross-contamination going in and out of the bag, so maybe that's not a good idea. Just make sure to thoroughly wash your hands for 20 seconds or more, 30 seconds in hot water, getting all of those crevices and nooks and crannies. I haven't seen a lot of information on how to cleanse fruit. I did see a doctor wash fruit in Dawn soap. I don't really want to do that. I would say if you can leave your fruit alone for a few days, do that. Otherwise, I've just been leaving mine alone and or washing it, rinsing it in very hot water, and perhaps even just, if you can, throw it in the microwave for a few seconds. Surprisingly, warm grapes don't taste that bad. You could also probably use an apple cider vinegar solution or a fruit cleanser if you feel more comfortable going a more natural route and something a little bit more than water. And again, everything's already open, so I just put the groceries up, not pictured, but I re-wipe down all of the surfaces back down again. I also wash my clothes that I wore to put the groceries up in case there's anything dirty or contaminated that touched me. And again, I would usually have on long sleeves and shoes. Again, I wash my hands in hot soapy water. About the fruit, I would also mention with takeout, I would transfer the containers and reheat up the food just so the steam and the heat can kill anything that possibly contaminated your food. But I hope this has been helpful. If anyone has any other suggestions, leave them below. Thank you for watching and have a happy, healthy, safe day.